It's been long known that Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks have never liked each other backstage. The fans are aware, the internet is aware, and seemingly WWE are too. A report actually came out claiming that one way that WWE are trying to keep Sasha was by saying they'd keep her and Alexa separated in the locker rooms. I don't know if that's true, I don't think it is, but I mean, think of that as you will. But this isn't any crazy news, because in wrestling, you're going to have conflicting personalities and people who just don't see eye to eye. And this can be down to many reasons. I mean, we've seen many people in the WWE just not take a liking to each other. We've seen it with the likes of CM Punk and Ryback, AJ Lee and the Bella Twins, Brock Lesnar with Chris Jericho / Dean Ambrose, and most notably Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. The one thing that's interesting with Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks in particular though, is that while it's widely known that they don't like each other, it's not really ever been revealed why they don't like each other. I mean, there's got to be a reason. Like, we know CM Punk didn't like Ryback because he injured him and was unsafe to work with, according to Punk. Ambrose doesn't like Lesnar because he was lazy and unwilling to work with Ambrose in a WrestleMania match. But Bliss and Banks' reason for their disdain of one another has never really been widely revealed or publicized. My name is Tomo Thompson Wrestling, and today we're going to be discussing why do Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks hate each other. I'm going to be giving my theory on why I think they don't. So let's get right into this. One thing with Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss is while it's not known why they don't like each other, it's so obvious that they don't like each other. They've made it so obvious and everyone knows. There is always wars on Twitter between Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks' stan accounts, and it's crazy. One way in which you can tell that they don't like each other is through their subtweeting, and for those of you who don't know and don't use Twitter, subtweeting is pretty much the act of where you tweet something about someone but don't explicitly say it's about someone, either by not mentioning them or keeping it very vague, but also keeping it obvious that it's about that other person. I'll display some examples on screen because Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss do this quite a lot and have done this quite a lot. But in fairness to them, they also hide their disdain for each other very well, and I give credit to them because the two have worked together in many matches and are always very professional and put on the best match they possibly can. They were the two people that competed in that history-making match in Abu Dhabi, and they even did a dual interview after the match where both of them were out of character, where they were actually laughing together, and if you watched it not knowing they dislike each other, you'd probably think that they were friends. But they're not, sorry, let's explain why they're not. I think there's actually quite a clear reason and a very easy theory to make as to why they don't like each other, so let's look at some more evidence. At Great Balls of Fire 2017, Alexa Bliss retained her title against Sasha Banks after Alexa Bliss was counted out, and after the event, Raw Talk took place, which was essentially Raw's version of Talking Smack, but it was just far less talked about because Talking Smack was just so good. I mean, we all loved Talking Smack, we all loved it, it was great, made The Miz a star. I'm rambling. But Peter Rosenberg would ask Sasha Banks a very interesting question. This is the exact quote. He said, "There was a lot of talk about the history with you two, and that there has been no love lost for a long time. What is the deal with Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss?" Now, right from the outside, you can tell it's an in-character question, but it's completely referencing the fact they don't like each other in real life. Like, completely. And you can tell that they're using that whole half-work, half-shoot angle to get some attention around this promo and this question, and I mean, it worked. Sasha Banks replied with the following: "You know, she came in so cute, so humbled. She came in so fake with her fake little stories, her fake little, I love wrestling growing up, I love Matt Hardy. You know what? You can't even tell the difference between Jeff and Matt, you idiot. Yeah, we call you on your lies, sweetheart. You're just here to be another girl, another heel. You just want to be here for a Hollywood act. You're in Total Divas now. You're getting what you want and you can talk your way into everything, but you know what? You can't run away from me. You can talk this, but you can't walk the walk. Because you'll never be me. I'm a 3-time women's champion for a reason, and I will be a 4-time women's champion very soon. I won that match tonight, and I demand my rematch." You can tell this promo is in character because of the fact she's saying, "I'm a 3-time women's champion, I'll be a 4-time one soon, I deserve a rematch," and that. But there are lots of real life elements to this. It's a complete work shoot promo. I mean, she straight up called her a heel which is something that's a bit fourth wall breaking. She brought up her being on Total Divas, brought up how their NXT days together, how when she walked in, she didn't believe Alexa Bliss's stories. Renee Young tried to end the interview with a positive note, bringing up Alexa's work, which triggered this response from Sasha. What work, Renee? Look, you don't have to come from the indies to be here, but you do have to respect it. You don't need to lie your way saying, oh my god, I love this company. Girl, you don't need to lie, just be yourself, and if she was herself, maybe I would like her. There are girls who don't like this business, but they learn to respect it, and she doesn't show any respect, and that's what I'm going to teach her, respect. Again, this is all in character, but it also seems very real and from the bottom of her heart. I mean, saying that Alexa Bliss has no respect, she talks about the indies, it really seems like it has come from a real place and a place of genuine displeasure. And in typical Alexa Bliss Sasha Banks fashion, Bliss responded to it with a subtweet saying, acting like she knows me, ha ha ha, not even worth my time, hashtag and still. I don't know what the picture is because the tweet's deleted or just unavailable, but I assume it's a gif of her holding the title or doing the tear wiping thing. And I think it's kind of easy to draw a conclusion as to why they don't like each other. Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks were both in NXT at the same time, and when Alexa joined NXT, Sasha clearly just questioned her passion for the business, felt like she wasn't respectful, and felt like she didn't actually want to be there, and took a disliking to her because of it. For a very, very long time, there was a period where almost no actual female wrestlers were signed. They were just models that were turned into wrestlers, and Sasha Banks might have just thought Alexa Bliss was one of the same and that she wasn't actually passionate about wrestling. And then from Alexa Bliss's side, she probably just felt the disdain towards her from Sasha was unjustified, and it's all just kind of escalated from there between the two. Like I said, this is just my theory, but this is a very common reason for wrestlers not liking each other. I mean, AJ Lee, it was well known that she didn't like Nikki Bella because she felt that she wasn't passionate about wrestling and not a wrestling fan. And it seems like these two are in very similar vein. Obviously, everything I'm saying is not proven fact. This is just my theory. I don't think it's a bad thing at all that these two don't like each other. It's just what you get when you're working in the wrestling business. You get clashing personalities, and it's bound to happen, and whether or not these two reconcile one day remains to be seen. If my theory is correct, I could definitely see why Sasha Banks would think that Alexa Bliss isn't passionate about wrestling just due to the fact she never had a wrestling background before joining the WWE. But in my opinion, I think Alexa Bliss is definitely passionate for wrestling. I mean, I've heard her in interviews, the way she talks about it, she seems like she loves the business, and I think she belongs in WWE. I think she's great. I think both women are great, and again, it's just their opinions on each other. I can't change it, and they're entitled to them. But I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, then be sure to smack that like button. I might just try stretch this video to 10 minutes so it gets recommended a bit more. So apologies about the long outro that's incoming. But if you guys would like more style videos like these, more in detail things, because this is the first time I've scripted a video in so long. I usually just do like breaking news, and I never really do like scripting for videos, but I got loads of stuff planned. I want to make some like documentary style videos. If there are any like two wrestlers who don't like each other you'd like me to talk about next, maybe CM Punk and Ryback, maybe Moxley and Lesnar, I'd be quite happy to talk about that one. Jericho, Lesnar, the whole real life feud aspect of wrestling and people not liking each other kind of interests me. It's just a very interesting thing. I think that's why a lot of the real life, not unscripted kind of YouTube content always does well. I mean, one of my first ever videos I did 10 times WWE wrestlers went off script. In the video I asked for 5 likes and it got like 5,000 or something, and it's got like 600k views. Wow, if only my channel was like that now and didn't pull 500 to 3,000 views, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? I'm rambling too much, guys. I'm going to end the outro here. I realize how long this has gone on for, so apologies about that. Was kind of trying to hit the 10-minute mark, but kind of wasn't at the same time. I'm rambling. Follow me on Twitter at Thompson Wrestling. My Instagram is at I'm Tom Bell. What else I have to promote? I don't know what else I have to promote. I feel like there's one more thing I have to promote. Just smack the like button if you enjoyed and subscribe, post notifications on, because YouTube is terrible with notifications and sub boxes. So turn notifications on so you never miss a video. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye and keep on rolling, baby.